Hey all, it's Jolene from the Home Stitchery Decor YouTube channel. Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, I'm Jolene. I am from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, and I sell modern farmhouse home decor, a lot of which I make right here in my basement. So while I'm making these things in my basement, I am habitually learning about other things I can do for my business, should be doing for my business, how to grow my business, and am basically entrenched in learning online from a whole bunch of other YouTubers that are doing similar things to me and are a few steps ahead of where I'm at, or just have kind of gone on a little different trajectory. And I just, because I want to learn, I'm always kind of trying to keep an eye on what's new, what's being said, all that kind of stuff. So when I first started my business, like anybody else, I thought Etsy was the place to be. Now, I don't want this to be like a completely dish Etsy video because I still think Etsy works for some people. But I always kind of thought it would be a little bit, not easier, but a little bit more consistent is my thinking for Etsy. So, I made my store, I did my thing. I do have a store called Home Stitchery Decor. It doesn't have any good stats on it right now, so you can go ahead and wreck it if you want to go and look. But basically, I sell shower curtains and pillows and stuff. I don't work on it, so the store doesn't grow. But I always kind of thought Etsy has kind of like in their back pocket, or a little bit like a narcissistic parent, that every time you just get it together and you think everything's going to work out, they give you a little bit, like they'll give you a sale, and then they ghost you. And that's been going on with me for years. And as I've learned to do business better for myself, I have different avenues of selling my products. And quite frankly, I don't even want to sell as many products anymore as I want to have my digital assets and things that I am working on as a creator that will make me money long term, like having a successful YouTube channel and then investing the money from YouTube. It's all those kind of things that just take you away from making the thing and selling the one thing, and then you got to make another thing. So I have been watching all these different YouTubers, and some of them I've been watching for years, talk about different ways to have their business, all that kind of stuff. And recently I was up sewing until, 2 o'clock in the morning because it's August and Christmas markets are coming up quick. And I was a little bit, not to say I would only watch this person if I was bored, but I was a little bit bored. And she had put up some new videos, and frankly, I hadn't watched her in like 2 years. But it's Maypac from Creative Hive, and she had a video up recently that says, the title is "These 5 Art Revenue Streams Made Me $151,414 last month." And so I turned it on because I was like, maybe I just need to engage my brain so I can finish this like jelly roll rug that I was working on. And I thought, well, you can learn from anybody, so go ahead and turn that on. So I watched the video, and then she was talking about Etsy and kind of felt the same way. Like, we don't hate Etsy, but we're not, the huge rah-rah pom-pom fans anymore. And was saying, drive traffic to your own site. And then she's got a whole bunch of videos recently. And I've actually seen a lot of her advertising recently for her course, so go her. And then I thought after the video was over, I'm going to go and just like look at how she's doing her video listings and how she's doing her pinned comment, just to see if I'm kind of on track with what's on trend for how to do the video listings and stuff. So I don't copy anybody, don't get that the wrong way, but if you're not learning from people, then you're your own worst enemy. So go and, check the things that other people are doing, make sure that you're, staying on top of things. And when I went to I went to go look at her pinned comment, which every YouTuber should have a pinned comment. There wasn't a pinned comment at the top of her comment thread, but there was, and this is where I'm going to spill the tea. I hope that didn't take too long to get here. But there was this comment from a person that I found not as surprising as I thought I might find it, but just absolutely freaking atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. So this person is on her comment thing, and I won't screenshot it because I don't want to get anybody, like I didn't take her permission to screenshot it. So, but anyway, the first comment on this video says, I'm just reading it. I was an Etsy support before, and I cannot for the life of me handle the amount of sellers calling us why their shops are permanently suspended for no apparent reason at all. After investigating on my end, turned out they were hacked and hackers violated Etsy's rules. And the tech people on Etsy's team don't give a FK, she didn't spell it out, FK, explaining the part which is so frustrating, BEC, because I'm assuming as part of customer support team that handles people in front, we are not allowed to give that information. I hate that company so much I quit. I could no longer stomach the way they are treating their sellers. So there's the tea. If you have been suspended by Etsy, which I've covered on this channel on different videos, and have told people, you should always have a backup plan. I use Shopify as my backup plan. I list my listings on my Shopify store. I use an app like Shuttle to list them over to my Etsy store. So no matter what, if my Etsy store gets shut down, I haven't lost all my work, and I've been doing that for years. Even though I'm not currently selling that much print on demand, I've got other things going on with my Christmas markets, which are making me a pile of money, and other projects that I need to do. So that is how I've been telling you guys on this channel for years through other videos where I've covered Etsy. That's why. And that is why some of you are getting banned, because you've been hacked, and then Etsy is just not telling you that you've been hacked. Now, to this note, I did have a very active Facebook, Instagram page for my business. It was, 3-factor verified or 2-factor verified, or however you guys want to say that. I also worked with directly. You can go read this on their blog and everything. I worked directly with Tailwind, which is the Pinterest scheduling tool. So a couple of years, Tailwind reached out to me and said, hey, could you be... could we run some AI technology that we currently have in the works on your website and then run ads for your business for you? And they were running the AI ad technology, which they currently have available, right? So there was myself, there was Tailwind, which is Nectar9 Technologies. You can go look this up. It's absolutely legit. I was their test company for this. And we, had some successful ad campaigns. Everything was tickety-boo. And then one night, in the middle of the night, all the levels of people that were signed on to my Facebook, including my husband, who I had up as a backup ads account, made him a Facebook, even though he doesn't use it. All of us got hacked and booted out of there. And despite trying for months and months to get my Facebook back, they don't care. They don't care. You get sent into this loop and you get automated responses. And I expect this is kind of the same level that Etsy's at, because it would cost them more money to go and look and see what the problem is than to help you with your problem. So, fun fact, I don't use Facebook or Instagram very much for my business now. That's just not my main priority at all, because you just get hacked so easily and nobody seems to care. Nobody seems to want to help you. The amount of money you're making for them is pennies compared to the amount of money they would have to spend to fix your problem, in my opinion. So, I just wanted to tell you guys that this cat is out of the bag, and you can go and read this actual comment from this person. I didn't say it. I don't work there. It's on this video, but interesting, fun fact, and I hope you guys are all well. If you want to subscribe to the channel, that would be great, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.